Are we there yet?
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Office 365 Pulse or the Microsoft 365 Pulse, where we go over roadmap updates. So, just have three categories today. It's a pretty short list. But hey, let's let Tom. I know you had a couple for in
Whoa.
development, so we'll let you go first.
Sure. And as she said, it's a really short list, so I had to struggle to find ones that one I understood and two I would actually talk about. But I'll go ahead and mention that Excel, Python in Excel, this one's now coming to GCC. And this basically gives you the ability to write Python script in your Excel formula bar. You might go, why do I want to do that? Well, apparently Python has a lot of libraries that allow you to do data analysis. And so by using these Python libraries, you can get some really cool results for data analysis charts, stuff like that, without having to go and build a lot of stuff in the background. It can be like one or two lines of Python and poof, there it goes. But you're going, I don't know Python. You're right. That's one of the problems with using Python. That's where we're going to go up a little bit more, where they have an item going Microsoft Copilot, Copilot in Excel with Python for the web. Using everyday language, ask Copilot to perform advanced analytics that would usually take you hours or is beyond your skill set. That would be me, like machine learning, predictive forecasting, and more. Copilot will write Python code for you and insert it in the grid, resulting in deeper insights and stunning visuals. Available on Excel for the web in English and a number of other languages, with more to come. So this is something that you might want to explore if you're doing some heavy duty stuff with Excel that involves getting graphs and charts and analysis and stuff like that. It's stuff that you could probably do with Power BI also. But with this, it sounds like you can do more and more of that from within Excel without having to go out to something else like Power BI. So, and if you know Python, great. If you don't, I hope you have Copilot.
Awesome. Tamara, do you want to go next?
I don't have anything that excites me in development.
Okay. Well, I had a couple. So I've got Copilot Analytics for Microsoft 365. So analytics is designed to empower people to know blah, 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 who's using their products. So I'm not going to read all of that. But basically, they're trying to put the analytics in there for you to know, are people using Copilot once it's been deployed? What are they doing with it? And what value and can we get out of it? A lot of people are looking at the ROI on Copilot. And so that's one step closer into helping them do that. The other one that I thought was interesting, it's interesting if it pertains to you. But the Microsoft Teams, the ad hoc individual desk booking, where people could go in and book an individual desk, you used to kind of just be able to say, hey, I'll take one of the desks. But now you can say, I'll take the desk next to the water cooler under the window, right? Like, so you can have a specific one and you can say you want that. So if that's pertinent and relevant to what you do, this will be an exciting update. And then finally, the last one I saw that this just, it won't mean anything to the standard end user, but to developers, the Copilot extensibility, Copilot chat in developer mode, it's going to make it easier to develop apps because you can put it into developer mode so you can do your testing and debugging. So once they make it easier for developers to develop interesting apps with Copilot, we'll start to get more interesting apps. So those are the things that I saw that were in development that I thought looked pretty interesting.
I'll mention one more just
Yeah.
from Purview. So those who are talking about, you never talk about Purview, we're going to talk about Purview. One is endpoint data loss prevention. Microsoft Purview endpoint DLP blanket protections for unscannable file types. Now, apparently, the way this used to work is that you would have to list each specific file type, file extension that you were working with. And if it wasn't listed, then you had to use a bunch of other things to try to get it. And as they say, this approach can be challenging as it requires manual enumerating all the desired file extensions. Now, apparently, you can just say, hey, if it falls outside this group, apply the monitoring to it. So it's going to give you the ability to do more DLP monitoring on file types that are coming in without having to know exactly what every single file type might be that comes in the door, which would be really hard to do. So that's coming out in January. And in fact, it may already be out in regular because I see that the compliance portal is talking about pushing this out to GCC, GCC High, and DoD. So the government tenants are getting love on that one.
Awesome. Well, I think we're into rolling out. So Tamara, why don't you take us away with rolling out?
Oh, there's a lot of good stuff in rolling out. So, bookings, the CC functionality to email notifications. You can CC additional email addresses on confirmation and reminder emails for one-to-one appointments. And that's opening, that should be rolling out right now since we're in the rolling out section. And that is in bookings worldwide. Then we also have love to everybody, all the environments. Microsoft Teams new setting enables meeting participants to move between breakout rooms.
I'm excited about this one.
Were you?
Mm-hmm.
So now the meeting organizers can make a list of breakout rooms visible to all meeting participants and allow them to choose which room to join. Now, enabling this setting in the breakout rooms allows participants to move freely from one room to another, simplifying the breakout room coordination for meeting organizers and participants. And the last one that I'll touch on is the Microsoft Teams video clip in channel. This has got me really excited from a training perspective because if you are running a team, a channel where people ask questions and they're asking the same question over and over again, you could post a quick video on how to do that because you can record yourself, your screen, or an audio only clip, and then attach the video clip to your channel post or reply. So you can now use Teams video clip in channel. And that is rolling out to worldwide. So the commercial tenant. What do you like, Jen?
I'm a little bit torn on that one.
Yeah.
In your use case, it makes perfect sense. What I'm afraid is people are going to go, hey, I'm just going to throw out a 45-second video to say something to everybody. Like, why don't you type it? Because I can read it in about a fraction of that.
I wouldn't worry about that. I don't see. I mean, are they doing it now in email? Are they doing it?
No, we don't seem to have that feature in email for some reason. I don't know why.
Right, you could attach a video clip to an email.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like I've got to record it here, then I've got to go out here. Here it's like, hey, click here, record, boom, send. And there's like very little friction.
Yeah, but I don't see. People don't like to be on camera, so I can't really see them. I can't really see them doing that. So I don't.
I hope that's the case.
I don't know. I don't see that getting misused, but maybe. I think the one that I really liked was meeting organizers can turn off copying or forwarding of live captions and transcript and recap for meetings. So if you don't want that to get forwarded, you have to have premium. So that's a Teams premium feature. So that's something that if you need to do that, I've seen some projects do that. Or want that, and that's mostly because they want to control where it's going. So you have to ask the PM or you have to ask someone to get that information. So that's coming. I think that looks pretty exciting. And then
and that's coming to everybody too. That's going to be really important for the DoD.
Yes. And then I saw there were 2 for GCC High, so I'll kind of list them off. But you've got town halls now available in GCC High. And then setting up and hosting a town hall for Teams Premium, you get all the additional features that you can do with Town Hall. So that has started rolling out to GCC High. So that's exciting. That's exciting there. So Tom, did we take all of yours?
Nope, I've got 2 left. So we split those up very well. First one is Microsoft Teams updated hyperlink insertion. This is kind of nice because usually it's like, okay, I've got my link, then I go insert a hyperlink, do this, do that, do that. Well, now you can basically get your URL copied, run and highlight the phrase that you want to do, and just do paste of the link over the phrase, automatically turns it into a hyperlink, which I think is a really just nice, straightforward way instead of having to figure out where it's at in the menu and all that kind of stuff, or the shortcut keys. So
that's even better than a right click. That's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, I like this one a lot. I can't wait to try that one out. And then the other one, which I think is going to be really nice for people who spend a lot of time in meetings and like to go just not do everything at the same time. In meeting chat, Copilot and notes panes can be popped out from the meeting window. So when your meetings or calls, you'll be able to pop out, drag, or resize your meeting panes from the meeting window. This includes Chat Copilot and Notes side panes. So I can see a lot of people multitasking now because they can move all kinds of stuff all over the screen.
It's really annoying right now because when you pull up the Copilot pane, it takes
It
up too
overlays.
much of.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm actually it will become more helpful. I'll use it more because I always hide it, and then I don't. Sometimes if it's hidden, I forget it's there. So
Yeah, I want all
that'll
three
be
of
a
them
good one.
sitting there so I can see them all at once and know
Yeah.
exactly what's going on in all those kind of venues I need to be following. So good stuff.
Well, there's only a couple for launched. In fact, 3. So anybody want to take them? How about we have Tom take the 2 Purview, and then we have Tamara take the GCC High and DoD.
The 2 Purview. Oh, okay. I'm going, no, they say Microsoft Teams Purview. Okay. Never mind. Tom's up to speed now. Tom will cover Microsoft Teams, Microsoft
Reading is
Purview,
fundamental. Yeah.
support for webinars, followed closely by support for Town Hall. And this is admins can now leverage Microsoft Purview for e-discovery and legal hold needs to maintain compliance for webinars and town halls. That's launched, that's out there, and it's out for webinars, it's out for worldwide and GCC. For town hall, it's out for worldwide.
Great. And then we have Outlook. Reset people's suggestions in Outlook search for GCC, GCC High, and DoD. It's already out for commercial. So this feature is going to allow users to reset, export, and or opt out of people's suggestions in search through settings in the Outlook on the web and the new Outlook for Windows. When a reset is done, all versions of Outlook will reflect the change. Now, this feature is already available in the worldwide multi-tenant and will now be available for GCC, GCC High, and DoD. So hashtag.
That's why I can't find some people. Maybe they've set it so they're not searchable.
You can't find some people, or you typed in the wrong email address for somebody at some point,
and it's always there.
And it's always there.
I like this because in our environment where PHI is a big deal, you'll be typing, you'll go, oh, I'm going to send it to Duff. And usually it pops up Duff Thomas and my work address. But it can also pop up Duff Thomas and my Gmail account. And then you just find that you sent PHI to your Gmail account. So I'm liking the fact that now you can go in, reset it, get it back to clean, and you don't have to worry about having stuff out there where, yeah, I really don't want to see it as a selectable option that may appear first and automatically happen if I hit enter. So
awesome. All right. Well, that is our episode this week. We will be off next week for the holiday. So we will not be recording next week, but then back in another week. So exciting, exciting stuff. Thanks, everybody, for joining us.
bye, everyone.
Thank you.